Good evening, it's Brian at Fitzpatrick's Garage, Dublin Road, Kildare. I want to show you this 2016 162 registered Honda Civic SI. Brian's my name. If there's any information you'd like on this particular car, please give me a call 086 843 1945, or if you come to the garage, just ask for Brian. The garage is located in Kildare town, so we're just off the M7 motorway. We're about 30 minutes south of Dublin. The garage is between junctions 12 and 13 off the M7. If you'd like directions, just please give me a call 086 843 1945, and I'll be happy to tell you how to get to the garage here. So back to this really cool looking car. This, as we were saying, is a 1.6 diesel SI Honda Civic, registered on a 162 number plate. I think this is such a cool looking car. The red is really complementary with the black. Milano reds also a really popular colour with Honda Civics, but I think in this SI it complements the black that you see all around the car. The SI model is unique on this particular model of Honda Civic in 2015 and 2016. And it's got some nice specific features that aren't on the other models. The most noticeable thing on this particular car is the 17-inch alloy wheel. Normally the Honda Civic and the sport models and the executives came with a 16-inch alloy wheel, but this 17-inch wheel is a really nice looking wheel. Unique to the SI is also the honeycomb grille down along the bottom sections, on the left and right hand side of the bumpers, as well as the centre grille underneath the number plate. All Civics come with this nice rear spoiler, however the SI has a unique colour coded version. Also specific in the SI is this roof liner, which is finished in a matte black finish as opposed to the light grey that's in all the other cars. As this car is so new, the condition is absolutely excellent throughout. The four alloy wheels are in excellent condition throughout. The front bumper, the wings, the doors on both passenger and driver sides, the quarter panel on the rear and the boot lid, as well as the roof, are all in excellent condition throughout. SI also features a tinted rear window, as well as privacy glass for the rear passengers also. And this SI badge on the boot lid is a nice touch to distinguish the car. In the rear, on the bumper, there's a nice big black diffuser, which complements the windows as discussed. Parking sensors are standard across the back of the car. These side door mouldings, which are standard on 2015 and 2016 and 2017 Civics, look quite well on this Milano red one. The front of this SI model also features parking sensors for the front, and I love the shape of the headlamps on these cars. The dipped headlight up here has a nice projector kind of beam. There's a double optic function, so you can have a full and dip light separate to give you more light. And there's also, as we said, a fog light down here for foggy conditions, and sometimes they're very useful for peripheral lighting on back roads at night time. What's also really nice on these cars during the day, if you see a car like this coming up behind you, is this big daytime running light. It just sets the front of the car off. This engine is a super reliable unit. It's 120 horsepower. It's 180 euros a year for road tax, and it achieves up to 78 miles per gallon. Power is put down through a 6-speed gearbox, and from second gear, in this case, when we put our foot down, there is an absolute load of power. Second, third, very seamless, lots of torque. But don't take my word for it. Come try this Civic yourself. You'll see, in terms of power and satisfaction, it's a very nice car to drive. So I think it's fair to say, this car, it's really good looking, it's distinctive, it's easy to run, and it's fun to drive. As with all Civics, there's a nice big boot, and there's a compartment underneath that can be dropped to make the boot deeper, or if you want to hide stuff underneath it. In terms of condition, the rear door card is in excellent condition. The seats are perfect. The left hand side door card is excellent. The rear of the seats are in excellent condition, as is the rear of the driver's armrest. The mats are in good condition. The car has just arrived, so it needs a little bit of a hoover, but very good throughout. The seats also have the magic seat function, which allows us to fold them up for a tall mode function. The other complementary thing is here the doors open at a right angle, so access is very large. Fold them down if we have something more awkward that needs to come from the boot. Similarly up front, the driver's door card is in excellent condition and also contains electrics for mirrors as well as windows. There's aluminium floor pedals, the driver's seat and passenger seat, as well as passenger door card and onto the dash, are all in excellent condition throughout as expected. The centre armrest contains two USB connectors and HDMI connector if we want to play video up through the centre. There's also a powered outlet for 12 volt. Not just an SI, but all Civics from 2015 onwards have this nice brushed aluminium effect in front of the passenger. I think it looks quite nice. Both the 6-speed gear knob as well as the steering wheel are leather coated. As we've already seen, there is a reverse sensors as well as front parking sensors, and to complement this, a reverse camera is also standard up through the centre where the radio is. Down low we've got dual zone climate, so passenger and driver can have different temperatures. We've also got demisters for front and rear windscreens as well as wing mirrors. This is the Honda Connect unit, so up through the centre it's powered by Android. So, like an Android phone, we can vary around various information that we want to use while using the radio. At the moment, we've got things about audio. So if we go in, we have different sources of where we want music to come from. FM, long wave, medium wave, digital radio, USB, Bluetooth, and also HDMI. Back in through here then, we've got mobile phone and our phone book or any other information on the phone that we want to access. AHA allows us to listen to internet radio stations using data from the phone. This is just for trip information, and after that then we can place various widgets. For example, if we want to change wallpapers or if we want to add a widget. In this case we might think about adding something like maybe an internet browser, and if we log that in through the center there, that means then we can go and access things like Google once we have the handbrake up. Again, we need to have our phone paired up so we can use the data from the phone. On the steering wheel we have cruise control with a speed limiter. Over here we have controls for radio, and up here we have the iMid control, which will change information such as average speed, fuel consumption, clock, and various other driver related information. Rev counter and fuel gauge up to the centre, and then as we saw we have our speedo with the blue lights either side, which are controlled from the eco button over here, which will display if we're driving economically or not, and it also then reduces how aggressive our throttle response is, how aggressive our cruise control is, and how aggressive our air conditioner is in favour of fuel economy. So there you have it. That's our 2016 1.6 SI Honda Civic. The car is for sale for immediate purchase. I think it's an excellent package overall. It's easy to run, it's stylish, and it's a little bit unusual as well. The SI is not a very common model because it was quite expensive brand new. This particular model, however, is available with a very large discount. So this car was €28,700 brand new, and you'll see in the advert it is now for sale at a very much discounted price. And we can also offer scrappage on this particular model. In the case, however, if your car is not a car that qualifies under a scrappage setup, we can offer you a very competitive price for it, as we have a large demand for used cars. We also do finance here, and we deal with all the major lenders, so our rates are as good as any on the market. So hopefully this car is of interest. Thanks for taking time to watch, and hopefully we can do business. If you have any queries on the car, please do not hesitate to call me 086 843 1945. Brian is my name, or if you come to the garage, just ask for Brian.